Hello, my name is Jay, and this is my attempt at a global hardcore Nuzlocke. This means that any teammates that survive the Elite Four will get reincarnated in the next region, but any Pokemon who faint during the run will have their whole line eliminated for the entire challenge. Standard hardcore Nuzlocke rules apply. Catch the first encounter on every route, no using items in battle, all battles are on set mode, and no overleveling past the next gym leader. The goal is to see if we can make it through every region in the Pokemon world. We're starting today in FireRed. Welcome to Kanto. There we go. Got Diglett on there. Rearranged the team to look a little more, freshened up. Made some of the sprites bigger. And we have our Cascade badge in color now. I thought that was a Bagon. Alright, let's heal up. And let's go back up. Beat the trainers up here that we skipped. We need to be very careful with Corndog. Despite being a powerhouse and being super fast, he also is paper thin. A very fast, fragile team, unfortunately. Alright, CD. There's not much you can do here. I really don't have much in the way of answers for Pickle. I don't think you've seen the light of day since you evolved. Look at you, you majestic freak. I wonder when Pokemon evolve. I wonder what the mechanic is when it takes their stats. Like, obviously, like if you do a bunch of EV training when they're younger, when they're Pickle, when they're not evolved, is it an exponential curve that goes up, or is it just like, okay, you get plus 15 on that stat? Because like Pickle's attack and speed went through the roof when he evolved, and that was two stats that I really was gunning for when he was little, when he was just a little Pickle. All right, let's get this over with. What's my TM situation looking like? What does Diglett learn on its own? Like, I don't want to give it Dig, but I would like something a little more reliable than Magnitude. Diglett naturally learns Dig at 17, so good. I'm wondering, do I give somebody Rock Tomb? I feel like I should, and I feel like it should be Diglett. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, using our first TM. Are you good? Yeah, I just taught my Diglett Rock Tomb specifically because I know you have a Butterfree. I think I'm good. It's gonna absolutely one-shot me. Rock Tomb. Corndog. You're faster than... Oh boy. Corndog, you're 4 levels below. So I'll give you credit for being faster. Now let's see if you can break through this. I wonder if I'm still faster. That'd be nifty. Alright, Corndog, you're flipping a lot of coins here. Not the most accurate move. You're paralyzed, you're confused. Can you break through? You can't. And you are donezo. That'll be the end of your debut attempt. If you were of equal level, Corndog, you would have absolutely destroyed this thing. So I will give you credit there. A Squirtle. Well, I have the evolved version of your nemesis. So let's get this over with. Excuse me, this is a private conversation. Yeah, well, it's an RPG. I have to bust into people's homes and conversations. Max 7. Let's see what that does to this Rattata that I absolutely should not have stayed in against. Okay, it's just Tackle. Holy cow. A crit. Quick attack will kill me, so... Pickle. Wowzers. Surely this Pikachu is going to go for a Thundershock, right? Like, what's the AI like in this game? Annoying is the answer. Holy cow. Corndog, let's see what you got. Beautiful. Ugh, none of my Pokemon can take hits outside of Brussels. I'm glad I looked this up and I didn't teach you. Dig's only 60 in this generation? Glad I didn't teach you that TM, and I'm giving it to you, and you're learning it naturally. I'm sure you could have. That man in that house did say his Diglett learned it. Honestly, though, I do have a bad feeling about this Diglett. I feel like he is weak. I feel like he takes a lot of damage from stuff he really shouldn't. Alright, now the real question, do I go beat up these nerds over here? I already got you on accident. Poliwag. I want one of those. I would love a Poliwag. No, what am I doing? Let's get you out. Alright, now we're actually, you know what? Let's get through the SS Anne first. Welcome to the SS Anne. What a lovely track. One of these rooms, I think it might be this one, has a bed that I can sleep in. Yes. Lady, thank you. We will be seeing her every room. I'm but a solitary traveler. My sole companions and friends are the Pokémon I caught on my journeys. It doesn't sound very solitary to me there, sir. Sounds like you do have companionship in the form of a dog. Intimidate, huh? Wow, that didn't do nearly as much damage as I thought, and honestly, I'm glad you roared. You insolent pup. Hey, the guy next door had a couple insolent pups. Good lord, you have no defense. That's preposterous. Once again... Oh, you don't sing for me? That thing... 1,000 yards there. Is it you? From all around the world? Let me guess, you still only have Pokemon from this region, though. That'd be cool if they'd change that up, like, you know, trainers like this. They could be like, I have Pokemon from all around the world, and then, like, she has at least other, you know, maybe some Hoenn Pokemon. Like, I really like that in Alola. They would have, like, the tourists, and they would have Pokemon from other regions. I just found the Brook Break TM. That's incredible. 100% gonna save that for maybe the Elite Four. I'm gonna have to save a bunch of TMs. Do I fight the matriarch of this room? My children and I. Proper grammar. You'll love to see it. Chesto Berry. Cherry Berry. I think that's sleep, confusion, and poison or paralysis. One of the two. I am le chef. Le main course is salmon du salade. Wahaha. Salmon salad sounds great. I don't know what I'm gonna do for lunch. We changed the time last night, so I lost an hour. So it feels really early to me, even though it's 11 o'clock in the morning. It's the weekend. I'm not sitting here. I have a job. I have a job. Who said I don't have a job? How do you stop them from talking? Are you vomiting, child? Well, somebody on this deck is vomiting. Not you. What you got? Tentacool? Now this is a Pokemon with some special D, but how much special defense do you have? A decent amount? Ooh, scrubbing decks is hard work. As somebody that grew up on a fishing boat, I'm feeling what both of these guys are saying right now. Scrubbing decks is never fun, but necessary. You have to keep the stuff clean. Shelter. This thing, for certain, knows Icicle Spear. And we are going to risk it right now. We're rolling this dice. Alright, what do we got down this way? I do love the little touch of the foghorn going off. Like, I used to live right by a major port. And, I mean, I'm talking like maybe like 2 streetlights away from where people would turn in to go into this port. And yeah, I would hear cruise ships and their horns going off all the time. It was cool. Ooh, Razor Leaf, huh? Yes. What's 95? 55? Yeah, let's do it. Accuracy drops a little bit, but I mean, honestly, I think it's the same accuracy as Tackle, so... I like feisty kids like you. Bill never told me where this boat was going. Should I be scared? Even us sailors have Pokemon too. Yeah, it's the Pokemon world, man. Everybody does. That's how it's how the world works. Like, construction crews, Pokemon. Moving companies, Pokemon. I'm really just kind of explaining that Machoke has a job. Hello, stranger. I can't tell if you're from the seas or mountains, but stop and chat. All my Pokemon are from the sea. What a strange way to introduce yourself. We are making it through this boat pretty quickly. I'm in this picture and I don't like it. Ooh, yeah. Now you're cooking with psychic energy, Basmati. Hello. I was competing against the young keeps me youthful. Stealing stuff out of your room keeps me in the black. Slam. Holy cow. Dude, this Pikachu. Well done, Corn Dog. It was all worth the risk. Sure. Corn Dog, I'm starting to worry you're not going to be the Stardust. Hell yeah. Starting to worry that you're not going to be the Lieutenant Surge one-stop shop that I was hoping you were going to be. Because I feel, well, maybe back in the day, his Raichu knew like Mega Punch. I could, of course, look up their movesets, but where's the fun in that? I don't believe I saw you at the party. I saw an absolutely awful movie last night on Netflix, I think, or it was called Blink Twice, and it had Channing Tatum, and like just a mess of a story, mess of acting, mess of writing. Plantain, I need you to... Okay. Movie was shot beautifully, but like every time I dialed in and was paying attention, I was like, what the hell is going on in this movie? Brussels. Let's get you in here. Let me see that adamant nature. Ah, the Intimidate really did do a number on you, huh? That thing wants to stomp the absolute shit out of me. I can guarantee that. Oh, Ember. I probably would have survived that. Peck. Alright, I gotta be careful. I know Gerald is right around the corner here, and I don't want to go into him unprepared. Alright, he has not done much in the way of leveling. Looks like he's got a Pidgeotto, Raticate, with Hyper Fang, of course, Kadabra, and Charmeleon. Highest level is 20, so I feel like I could probably take him, to be honest, without having to do too much to what's already on my team. Let's lead Basmati. Bonjour. Imagine seeing you here. Jay, were you really invited? How'd you get a ticket? Well, probably because you're a Nepo baby. Maybe that's why you don't know anything about like the Pokemon League. Like, you just assume you could walk right in because your grandfather is Sam Oak. Pallet Town's most esteemed drunk. Psybeam. If this takes him out in one hit, that would be spectacular. It didn't. But then that does. Ooh, crit would have been splendid on the first go around, Basmati. But I'll take a crit, but nonetheless. Okay, Raticate. Brussels is probably the best answer for this one. Let's get off the Leech Seed. Oh, hell yeah. Dude, these Raticates and their Hyper Fangs are no joke in this game. Like, I feel like unless this is a crit? Ooh. I was about to say, I feel like I'm leveling past. What was that, 25? So a crit would do 50. Not messing with that. Sugar, get in there. I really do feel like Leech Seed is, well, not underrated, because I think everyone is very well aware of how great of a move Leech Seed is. Part of me wants to pivot around a bit, but the other smarter part of me doesn't want to play unnecessarily risky. Oh, that did nothing. Oh, Gary, you don't have a potion, do you? Oh, he went for the quick attack. Good for you. Nice strategy there, Gerald. Cool. I do believe canonically that is the fight where we kill his Raticate. Charmeleon right out of the gate, huh? Let's see if I can get you here. You're faster than me? Oh! Don't burn. Holy cow! Faster and the crit, of course. Left on 2. Sugar, you are a specimen. You are just the ideal Butterfree. I'm faster than you. That's good to know. Corn Dog, you got the level advantage. You have an adamant nature. It's not terrible. If he stays asleep here, we're golden. Woke up, growl. Alright, this thing is kind of scary. I wish I'd had a better opportunity to get somebody in here. Alright, let's take a look here. Corn Dog. Your speed is 47. Your special defense is 29. Alright, you are faster and you have more special defense. Just by a little bit. Alright, so Basmati at level 21 has a speed of 52. So we can assume that his Kadabra has a not 52. So Pickle, you should outspeed. Your special defense is trash, though. I could have done a little smarter of a pivot, I think. Ooh, alright, free switch in. You love to see it, Pursuit. This ought to do it, right? It did. Oh, because that's a special move. I hate this generation, and it's... Oof. I forgot that wasn't physical. At least you're raising your Pokemon. Yes, I am. Raising them right. Raising them canes. I heard there's a Cut Master on board, but he was just a seasick old man. Cut itself is really useful. Yep, it'll be handy. Smell ya. Later, Jerry. Sorry about that rat. Yeah, I do want to see your hidden technique, please. What a strange mechanic. What a strange way to deliver that. What does it say? How to conquer seasickness. Hell yeah. We're done on this boat, right? Sometimes it's nice to just sit back and enjoy the ocean. Cool. Let's go ahead and get through Surge's gym. Oh, I didn't think of this. But we have Corn coming out of the box. Never gained a level once. Pickle, as much as you are an absolute legend, you're not going to see a lot of action here. So, Corn, welcome back. You are my H employee. Look at all these other Pokemon that can use Cut. I will avoid that at all costs. Alright, yeah, let's get through the gym. See how we're doing on that front. Corn. We got Corn and Corn Dog. How lovely. Let's see how Corn Dog is stacking up. This guy said this is no place for kids. Bro, it's a Pokemon gym. What do you mean? Alright, Corn Dog, be faster. Cool. Alright, Corn Dog, be stronger. Yeah, I guess the downside of my best move being Dig for this gym is going to be everybody using Double Team. I should absolutely also probably slap on that Cherry Berry at some point. Does everything in this gym have static? Ooh, I'm outspeeding Voltorbs. That's good to know. Definitely outspeeding Magnemites. When I was in the army, Lieutenant Surge was my strict commanding officer. He was a hard taskmaster. I feel like he's younger than you. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. Gentleman Tucker. Alright, Corn Dog, let's see if you outspeed this Pikachu who's faster than you. Or bigger level than you. You do. Let's see if you one-shot him. Oh, the fact that these things know Slam scares me. Beautiful, Corn Dog. That's really annoying that that still affects ground types. I don't know why Pokemon insisted, or even ever thought that this was a good idea. Hey, there's a switch under the trash. Turn it on. The first electric lock opened. So that means this one. Boom! First try. I definitely didn't save state. I did save state, but it was my second try. Let's go ahead and beat up these guys on this other route, just so I don't have any BS reasons as to why I lose anybody in this next gen. Competition, I can't get enough. It's called a gambling addiction. You shouldn't gamble. This Pokemon battle brought to you by Hard Rock, brought to you by DraftKings. I have never won before. I don't know if I'd be comfortable with my trainer class being Gambler if my record was like 0-23. TBH. Fwahaha, I have never lost. Bro, you should go give some tips to that guy on the other side of this guardhouse. You were just lucky, that's all. No, you had 2 electric types and I had a Diglett right outside a Diglett cave. That's not luck, that's just planning ahead. I raised my Pokémon carefully. They should be ready by now. Let's see what a Mega Kick does to these carefully raised bunnies. Oh yeah. Are you gonna poison me? Nope. All good. Is it a Nidoran female? A Nidorino. A Nidorino. Hopefully I'm not switching into a crit horn attack. Double kick is fine with me. That was a crit though. They did want to give him the crit. Surely I'm faster, and surely Psybeam just does away with this guy. Peace, oh piss. Ooh, focus energy. That could be fun. Especially with Karate Chop. Yeah, let's get rid of Leer. Alright, I think that's that route. I think they might as well just go take on Surge, right? Yeah. Let's get the bike voucher before I forget about it, and then we'll do Surge. I chair the Pokémon fan club. I raise more than 100 Pokémon. I'm very fussy when it comes to Pokémon, I surely am. So, did you come to visit to hear about my Pokéman? Then listen up. My favorite, Rapidash. It's cute, lovely, smart, plus amazing. You think so? Oh yes, it's stunning, kindly, love it. Hug it when sleeping, warm and cuddly, spectacular, ravishing. Oops, look at the time. What a weirdo. My favorite, Fearow, will fly me anywhere. What do you do with Fearow in bed? Alright, Corn Dog, let's get you up front. Corn Dog, let's get you a berry to hold. Do I not have a berry pouch? Is it in my... That's so annoying. Paralysis. Resto Chesto. Poison. Cool. Corn Dog was given the cherry berry to hold. Looking at this team, I feel like I'm putting it all on Corn Dog, but I feel like Brussels will be able to pull some stuff out. I'm not worried. Let's go. Hey, kid. What do you think you're doing here? You won't live long in combat, not with your puny power. I tell you, kid, electric Pokemon saved me during the war. Did you just threaten a child? Also, was the war in the Pokemon world just like a bunch of Pokemon battles? Or was this like, well, Vietnam? Alright, CD. He's got soundproof, so that means you won't get paralyzed on him. Easy peasy. Let's see what this Pikachu's got. I'm hoping he goes for quick attack here. Nope, it's gonna be a double team. Alright, CD. Just break through it. He went for the quick attack there? Breakthrough, 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 breakthrough. Yes! Let's not get paralyzed here. I would rather not burn the berry right now if we don't have to. Cool. Now, are you faster than a Raichu? That's the real question. Well, that doesn't... Ooh. That was some damage. Alright. I feel like we are going to get a potion here. Get the dig. He's probably going to double team again. Whew! Alright. I feel like I'm getting a lot of lucky crits in these gym battles where, like, right when I'm needing to, like, have my back against the wall and maybe switch, I don't have to, which means I'm learning nothing from potential mistakes. I am the real deal. I am the real deal. The Thunder Badge cranks up your Pokemon's speed. It also lets your Pokemon fly. That's cool. I'm glad that I've got Fly already. Shockwave. I would like to learn that soon. Alright, cool. That was a piece of cake. Next time, I think we will be going to grab the Amber. We will then, I guess, do Rock Tunnel. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching. Join me again next time on this great adventure we're doing around the Pokemon world. And hopefully you'll like, subscribe, do all that so you don't miss a single thrilling moment of me clicking dig 5 times. Bye!